Φίλες και φίλοι του Sportal.gr και της EuroLeague Greece, καλησπέρα. Είναι μαζί μας ο Βενσάν Πουαριέ της Αναντολού Εφές. Βενσάν, thank you very much for being here with us. After 3.5 years, you changed team. You are now at Efes. How is life in Istanbul? Did you adapt on your new team?
Well, after 5 months, yeah, I adapt. It was a big change. Not only the club, the city, get used to it and everything. We know that for an athlete, it's really important to feel good in a city outside of basketball. But after 5 months, I find my rhythm, I find my way to live the life over there, and I feel more comfortable on and off the court.
A compatriot of you, Rodrigue Bobois, is playing at Efes many years. What did he tell you before you go to the team?
Well, I asked him most of it about the life, the way the team was handling, like the travel, the Turkish league, and everything. So he told me a lot of good thing about it. Obviously coming from Madrid, that is one of the best clubs in Europe, was a little bit different in certain point. But I think Efes is doing a pretty good job of trying to be one of the best too. So we have a well-organized team and club, and it's like I expected.
As you said, the team is very organized, and it got very high-quality players that played on NBA, like Nuora, Dozier, etc. What's your goals for this season? Can we say the Final Four?
Well, so far I think we have to be realistic and say that we need to play every game like it's the last one, it's the final, because right now we're not in the standing where we're supposed to be and we want to be. So we're fighting for a playoff spot, a playing spot. I don't know. So the goal right now, I think, is more to play each game like the last one and win the most game that we can until the end of the season. After that, it would be the playoff and everything, but that's different. But first of all, we need to raise in the standing, and for that we need to win game, and we have important schedules coming up, big games. So I think we need to take game after game and do the maximum to win those games.
And as we said earlier, you were at Real Madrid, the most successful club in Europe. What will you remember from your time at Madrid?
Well, I remember that we made three EuroLeague final. During the 3 years I was there, we won 7 titles during the 3.5 year. So it was a successful experience over there. Like everybody know, I love Madrid. That was the city of the club. I love everybody there, the coaching staff, the physios, everybody that worked for the team. So great experience, and now I just switch it and enjoying the same process.
You played 2 years in a row against the Greek team, first against Olympiacos, then against Panathinaikos. What do you remember from those finals? I think that the first one was the lucky one, right?
Well, I remember beating Olympiacos and losing against Pana, But yeah, I remember that was two important games, 2 big games. 2 games that I think was the highest level that I ever compete. Obviously we won the Olympiacos until the last possession, and Panathinaikos obviously we lost. But it showed how powerful the Greek team are. Because I think Olympiacos made the 3 Final Four.
3 Final Fours in a row, yeah.
Yeah, and Pana, when they start doing all the things and bring Ataman, they do they do one.
On his first year, they won the league, yeah.
So, it shows how powerful their club is, and, how the quality of the player are here.
Coach Bartzokas said earlier today that Efes is a team that they have to play to the Final Four this year. You played many times against Coach Bartzokas. Do you think he's a bit unlucky after 3 Final Fours in a row that he didn't win the trophy, especially that year against Real?
I mean, that's basketball. That's a tournament, like 2 games. So, even if you have the best team, last year I thought we had the best team. and we lose. So, it's basketball. Everything can happen on one game. So it's always hard to come here and be certain that you're gonna win or whatever. So, I don't think it's unlucky. I think he played against great team too, and he has to be a winner and a loser. So he do a great job so far with his team, bringing it to the final for every season is really hard. We don't realize that, but it's really hard to achieve that every year, and he's doing it. The title is the cherry on the cake, but I think we have to recognize that the team is at the highest level for a couple of years now, and we have to respect that.
And you're playing against Olympiacos tomorrow. What's your opinion about the Greek team? Too many new players arrived this summer. One French one, Evan Furnιέ. What's your opinion about the team?
Well, I was texting Evan earlier today. We're discussing a little bit about teams and everything, and I was telling him that for me it's one of the best teams on the paper in Europe, and I think every post they have great players. So I'm really enjoying that team. I think they're playing great too, and they have great leaders. And obviously Evan is playing amazing right now. So. We know that's going to be a tough game. They play home. We know every time we come in Greece, playing away is really hard. The energy the fans bring to the arena. So that's going to be a big game. We won at home, so we know that they remember that, and they're going to come here, and they lost the last game too. So they're going to come here and try to compete and show that there was a mistake, they lost. So we expect a tough game, intense game, aggressive game. So it will be on details, and it's on us to be better than we were before.
Did Evan texted you or you texted him when you heard that he is coming to Olympiacos?
Yeah, we had a discussion before that, because he was free agent, so I was asking him what was his choice and what he wanted to do. I can tell you more about that. But,
yeah, sure.
So yeah, obviously, I think Olympiacos was a great team for him. Especially because of the fan, because he's the guy that play with the energy of the public and all that, and I think he matched really well the player. The team matched really well the player, and obviously right now he's showing it on the court because he's playing amazing and he has the confidence, and I think right now he's one of the top players in Europe, and that's great for him.
Tomorrow you're gonna compete against Mustafa Fall. You know him very well. I would love to know your opinion about him. And also one comment for Matthias Lesόρ that he was really unlucky a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, Moose is a guy that I'm playing against since I started basketball. He was in the a young team that I played against. Then he was in Pro B. I played against him. Pro A. Then he came to EuroLeague, so it's been a while I'm playing against him. It's always a challenge to play against him. He's a big guy who knows basketball, who play great, who had a lot of quality. So every time is a nice fight to play against him, because we used to see in the national team, so we used to discuss about it. But yeah, he's a great guy, and I think he impacted the progression that he have in his career. And the way right now is important for Olympiacos, I think is amazing. I respect that, And for Matthias, yeah, unfortunately, that's things that happened. But I know him. I know he will come back stronger. I know he's already on the court and on the gym, trying to work to get back. But yeah, I don't think it will affect much more his career. And obviously, Pana did a great job, resigning him, I think.
Yeah.
So, he showed how respectful and how appreciated his game is, and I think everybody in Europe, we saw that love Matthias, and we wish him to come back in the game as soon as he can, but not too soon, so we can qualify for the playoff. So.
Fair enough. And because we're talking about the French guys, there was a bit of a mess a while ago with the transfer of Thomas Hurtel to Barcelona. You had one post on Twitter or X about this incident.
Yeah.
Any comment about this?
I mean, it's all love at the end. Barcelona fan. I always had this when I was in Madrid, like playing a little bit on the social media. It's nothing against them or the club. It's just I just play on that because I know they get mad, and like I used to do with some other team and fans. I mean, it's pretty sad for Thomas. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he deserved that. That's a great guy. But that sometimes things happen. You don't know. You can't control it. So, I hope he's happy right now because he signed a contract near Barcelona. I think that guy just wants to play basketball and be happy and play at the highest level. So, yeah.
And so we can finish with the French chapter. Last summer you were very unlucky that you couldn't compete to the Olympics. Now you have the chance to play on the qualification for Eurobasket. Do you think that's a nice way to restart and be ready for the Eurobasket now that Rudy Gobert and Matthias Lesόρ are out for the games in February?
No, but I mean, I always tell the national team that if they call me, I will be available. I will come if I'm healthy. So, I think we need one game to qualify. It will depend on my body or it is because we got presidential cup. We have a lot of games, and but so far I always enjoy playing in national team. I always enjoy see the guy there because we don't have the occasion to see each other a lot. So it's always a nice time, and as soon as I can wear the French jersey, I do it because, like you say, I missed the Olympics, so you never know what can happen if you're gonna wear it again or not. So every time it's a pleasure to go there and play for them.
And because we mentioned Rudy Gobert, a lot of NBA players came to Europe this season. Do you think that the EuroLeague level has risen a lot?
Yeah, I think it's more respected than ever, and I think players that don't find the opportunity to play in NBA prefer to come back to Europe and have a successful career here. And I think more and more players that came here have the possibility to come back in the NBA if they want to. So yeah, I think EuroLeague. I think the level of the EuroLeague is one of the best in the world. When you see the intensity of the games and the way we play, and the physiology of the game, like it's shorter than the NBA. So a lot of things different, and I think it made it even like more intense and more important every possession. So it's different, and I think the level always been great, and with those players that come, like I'm thinking about Kendrick Nunn, Mike James, Evan, all those guys, it make it even better. Do you think that?
Actually, I want to ask you about the players that you think that they are the best right now in Europe. Which one you think is the best one?
The best one, I would say Kendrick Nunn, Vizenkov, Mike. I would say maybe TJ Short because I think he's leading a great Paris team too. Maybe I missed some. There's a lot of players, but I think every team has one player that really make the team great. So yeah, I think that's the best I can say right now.
In EuroLeague, something that it's different than the NBA, it's the atmosphere. And now the Final Four is going to host to Abu Dhabi. Do you think that's something, that doesn't come to the philosophy of the league?
Well, I seen in an interview that I was for it. I understand the fan things, but as a player going in Abu Dhabi, I don't know. I think it's cool. Obviously, the fan. I hope the club, the fan in Abu Dhabi will make everything possible to bring the most fan that we can, so we can have the atmosphere of a Serbian area or Turkish area. or Greek area to the Final Four. But I think it's cool. It's different. You know, we've been doing like the Final Four in Europe for a long time, and going outside and being in another country like Abu Dhabi, I think it can be cool. But I really hope that everything will be made so the fan can come and have a great show, and we can enjoy the fans there.
Can you make a prediction for the Final Four?
I think Madrid will be there. I think Olympiacos will be there. I would say Panathinaikos be there, and Efes be there.
Nice. And one last question about the NBA, because you played there, you played at Thunders, you played at Celtics, at Knicks, Sixers. Do you have a favor or some that you think that is going to win the league this year? Oklahoma is really strong, for example.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been signed by Boston, so I'm always having eyes on Boston, on Philly too, because Yabu's there, so he's a great guy and a friend of mine, so I'm watching Philly too. But I'm not watching much of NBA, so I'm watching my guys and that. But I don't follow the ranking at all. I don't really know what's going on there. But I know Shai is kidding. But that's it.
Did you say anything to Yabusele when he went to Philadelphia?
Well, I say that the team was great. The guys that I know that have been there when I was there are great. I'm talking about Maxi and Joel. I don't think there's anybody left other than them. So yeah, I told him the facility was nice. It was not a cool city because I didn't really like it, but that's my personal opinion. And you know, I just tell him like it was a great choice for him, I think, and he would be killing over there, and that's what he did.
That's nice.
That's great.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vενσάν.
You're welcome.